So number 5 from the homework. Let me start with these two givens. DB is congruent to BF and CE is congruent to CF given. Okay, just let me start with those two. Can you use substitution on those two? Or no? Can I use substitution on those two? No. How do you know when to use substitution? If you see a repeater. All right, I don't DB, BF, CE, CF. They're 4 different segments. No segment is equal to the same one. Okay, so right now we're all good. I can't use substitution on the givens. So I keep looking, and then they give me this given. F is the midpoint of BC. What segment's being cut in half? BC, and that is the only one, correct? That's being cut in half. Why am I asking, is that the only one? Because you can't use halves of equal quantities unless you're cutting 2 segments or 2 angles in half, and I am not. So that's why this is not a halves of equal quantities problem, because I'm only cutting BC in half. Not only am I cutting BC in half, it's making it into 2 congruent segments. What are those 2 congruent segments? BF and FC. Definition of a midpoint. Okay, here's where we need to get a little bit better, where how many substitutions do I need here? Because I remember going around and looking at a lot of papers, and people just wrote DB equals EC, substitution, I'm done. Let me ask you a quick question here. What if I just have simply this? Forget line segments and angles. I just have A equals B, B equals C, C equals Z, Y is A equal to E. I want to try to show and prove something here to you. All right, what do you got here? A equals B, B equals C. What conclusion can you make? A, everyone in agreement? A equals C. What did you just do to do that? Didn't we just do substitution right there? All right, now you know A equals C, C equals E. What conclusion can you make here? A equals C, C equals E. What do you have? A equals E. What'd you do to get that conclusion? Okay, do you see how I had to substitute twice to get to this conclusion, A equals E? Well, it just wasn't one substitution. Can we agree on that? Okay, so let me go back to the homework example. We already determined at the beginning I could not do anything with the 2 givens. How about these 2 right here? DB equals BF and BF equals FC. Can you come up with a conclusion for me based on those 2? DB congruent to FC. What'd you do to use that to figure out that conclusion? I did substitution. 1. Do you see the other pairs of equals that have not been used yet? Those 2 right there. CE equals CF, DB equals FC, which remember is the same as CF. We're all good there? FC, CF, still the same line segment. And then from those 2, what can I get? DB equals or congruent to CE or EC, which is my proof statement. Do you see how I'm substituting not just once, but twice? And I need to show both in the proof. Okay. Bottom line, here you go. If you want to remember this, fine. If not, fine too. Anytime you have 3 equal quantities, you're going to need 2 substitutions to get to the end. One will not cut it. One will not cut it. You are only allowed to use substitution on 2 pairs at a time. Okay, 2 at a time substitution. Are we okay here picking that up a little bit? Most times it's just not going to be boom, substitution, especially when I have 3 equal quantities to work with. Other questions? Anything else from that homework? Okay, let me check your work, and then we got to talk about Tuesday's test and everything that's being offered for you to do well. Page 34 of your packet, what is being offered as far as review? There are no textbook questions. You remember from Unit 1, I offered packet questions and textbook. There are no questions in the textbook decent enough to help you prepare. So you have everything starting on page 34 all the way to page 36, and then the answer key follows after that, even for the proofs. Okay, even for the proofs. All right. On Monday, day off from school, on Monday, I'm going to hop on a Google Meet and help you guys review if anybody wants to join from 2 to 2:45. The link is right up here. It says Reasoning and Proof Test Review Session Virtual. And that's the link you can click on to join our review session. Okay, please come with questions if you have them. All right, come with questions because it's going to be you guys. It's going to be all my geometry classes on there. So it'll be a lot of people on there. If you can't make it, I am going to record it and post it to Classroom under Unit 2. All right, but you can get the link to join the review session on Monday at 2 right here under Google Classroom. So that's 2 o'clock on Monday, 2 o'clock. Okay. What can you expect on the test? I had it up there. There it is. All right. And I told you this already before, but 3 algebra questions, and maybe on a couple of them, I'm going to say, write me a theorem. Why are you doing the work you're doing? Okay. So not only solve for x or the angle, but also what theorem did you use? There's 4 proofs. Nothing. I'm not going to do anything harder than what's been in your packet. I can't. There's nothing tougher out there. Okay. And then 29 points total. Make sure you bring your A game. No whining, excuses, giving up on anything on Tuesday. All right, no excuses or whining, basically meaning, oh, he's giving us this 3 days after, a 3-day weekend. Okay, that's where it falls. Is there anything I can answer for you guys about this test? We're all good? And again, the proofs are not, and I don't have any, and this is a unit where I don't have any extra practice. I can email people or send or post it on Classroom. I've given you everything. There's only 4 other proofs I could give you. And guess what? They're part of the test. Okay, they're part of the test. All right, I have nothing else. I've given you all the resources I have as far as this proofs test go. So any questions before I let you go work on your own or in your groups? And again, feel free to talk to each other. Okay, I know you didn't get to pick your groups today. Sorry, this is the way it's going to be though. Answer keys are in the back, remember? Answer keys in the back. Call me over if you have any questions. You guys have the rest of the time to prepare however you would like. When do we end this? 9. Yep. A little after 9. So got a lot of time to work. Ask questions. Ask your group questions. Ask me questions. Let's get after it. A games only on Tuesday.